What's up, Planeswalkers? Another day, another deck, and today we are going to be playing some mono red warp. We are on our way trying out some of the new decks in the meta. We've got Nova Hellkite. It's a 4/5 that warps in for 3 and pings the opponent. I also added in Red Tiger Mechan, Memorial Team Leader, Possibility Technician, Screaming Nemesis. There's a lot of really good warp cards as well as haste cards in here that help us kind of try and push it to the limits, including the Kavaron Harrier and Plasma Bolt, which turns into a lightning bolt if we have the Void trigger activated. So let's see how Mono Red wins again in Edge of Eternities. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel as we're on our way to 1600. Alright, Spindiz, what do we got here? Some of these videos, just a heads up y'all, they're a little bit older. We got 2 parts to this one because this was back before the season ended and I've been getting ready for a vacation coming up. So probably have a little bit of mixed ones. I think we go mountain, but do we do the Harrier? I think we do. 2-1 down, and then that way we can go ahead and just move into another Harrier, but also have a burst lightning up just in case. Well, opponent's not playing a creature yet, so maybe we just go Harrier, or do we? I think we swing, get that going, and then go from there. So we got to go ahead and get a 2/2 to attack, so that's always good. Alright, Valley Might Caller. I want to try and keep as many cards in our hand just in case opponent has anything too hectic. Maybe we just go ahead and Ancestor's Aid. Go ahead and get a treasure token, and then we can burst lightning to beat down the Valley Might Caller, then play out the Fanatical Firebrand and swing through, dealing 5 damage. We don't pay the 2 to go ahead and get a 2/2 robot attacking with us this time, but that's still okay. Alright, opponent seen enough. That was easy. Let's get into the next one. I messed up the recording for this one, y'all, but we're still here. This is still the beginning of the match, okay? It's been hard to get some wins with this. We want to open up that door and let all of our opponents' lands go away. We've been facing nothing recently but the same old Dimir and Azorius and all that, so we had to kind of mix and match here. I feel like everybody watched the Swayze videos, the Dr. Ruckus videos, the CGB videos, and that's all that they're playing now. So let's get the Intimidator down. Do they give us the lander? I thought the Agatha's Soul Cauldron got rotated out, but I guess not. Alright, opponent, what you deciding? Opponent can't make up their mind, it seems. Okay, come on. Okay, they're going to give us the landers, which is fine. Landers are good for us, especially if we do get our, what was it, Warp Burst or whatever? Plasma Burst. Okay, Draconautics Engineer. Opponent's going to have some interesting times with that, especially if they are running they're running red-blue, so not green, but they can definitely use that with the Agatha's Soul Cauldron. We're going to swing out. His opponent going to block, though. We're showing 7 damage. We'll already have him down to 11. Alright, opponent does not. And starting town. Prophesied Memory. Alright, it's a 3/3 now. Well, we can kind of play around a little bit. Okay, extra mountain. How do we get everything out that we want? I think we Charming Scoundrel, because then we can create a treasure token, and then we have a 3-drop still, and we can Screaming Nemesis, or we could Ancestor's Aid. either one here. Alrighty, treasure, not creature token. Create a treasure token. Alright, I don't know if we aid yet, or I think Screaming Nemesis is best. Kind of puts pressure on opponent to block a bit. Opponent's really slow rolling it. Are there other mono red decks people have been playing? Am I the bad guy here for playing mono red aggro in the control meta? I would say I doubt that they've seen any other decks like this recently. The meta has completely flipped and shifted. We're in a complete control dominated meta. Even if they throw a block at one of the 2/1s, we still get through with like 9 damage, so they go down to 1, and then we can potentially just Fanatical Firebrand them. Depending on what opponent gets, they might pump up some crazy stuff. They finally got their island. Light Shatter coming through. Alright, pitching a couple of mana, mana and a Soul Cauldron. Marauding Mako. I think we just win now, right? We just walk away with the win. Yep, and opponent sees the writing on the wall. Good game, and on to the next one. Hopefully we can get a decent matchup here again. Ganita. Alright, they got the Brilliant in their name. Maybe they're running mono red too. We got the Plasma Bolt. So I think we go Kavaron Harrier here. That is an interesting card. Turn 2 if there's no blockers. You're swinging for 4, but I kind of like the Red Tiger a little bit more. Memorial Team Leader's okay. But yeah, let's go ahead and Red Tiger Mechan. We hit for 5. If we had 2 extra mana, it would be more. But we can warp that out later. Pilfer, okay. Opponent's going to get rid of a card in hand. What are they going to take? Possibility Technician is pretty good. Okay, they are going to take the Technician. I think we go ahead and Ancestor's Aid here, create a treasure token, swing, boom, and then I guess we hold out. Bless you, Umbreon. Sorry if y'all heard that. Umbreon's next to me and she just sneezed. Bless you again, kitty. Alrighty, and let's see what opponents got for us. It looks like they might be playing the Orzhov Sacrifice deck. If so, that is a pretty good deck. Okay, they're going to exercise our creature. We could Red Tiger Mechan. Do we? Yeah, I think we do. Swing for 3. Bring opponent down to 8 and kind of make them have an answer here. They're playing black-white, so they probably have a lot of answers. Like split up. Well, we can always go ahead and team lead if we warp it. Oh no, it doesn't have haste. Of course. I forget, warp doesn't give haste. Well, when it dies, we could Plasma Bolt. Oops, opponent. Sorry about that. Man, I normally only play the warp ones that have haste, so I don't know why my brain kind of filled that in. We might not get through this one. Alright. Opponent playing Cease and Desist. Interesting. Alrighty. So we got 4/3 out there. We've got the Fanatical Firebrand. We've got the Plasma Bolt, Ancestor's Aid, Deathly Kavaron. Yep, this is an Orzhov deck. Screaming. I think we go Screaming Nemesis into Fanatical Firebrand. We can go ahead and sack the Firebrand, ping the Nemesis, hit them for 1 so they can't gain any more life. And then swing out. If we had 1 more mana, we could have Plasma Bolt. But I think we can hold on to that. Okay. Think we go for the Terrapact Intimidator. Maybe we attack first. Let's pass, and I think that's just going to be game first. Opponent sees writing on the wall. Good game, opponent, and on to the wrap-up. So this was Mono Red Warp, or Red Deck wins again. This doesn't really win. It's about 50% in the meta, so if you want to try it and give me some ideas on what you would change, I think there's going to be a lot more cohesive types of decks going around. Mono Red always tries to find a way, but if you like it, let me know. If you have any other decks you want to see me try, please leave them in the comments. The couple of videos that you're going to see coming up are pre-recorded ahead of time, so just keep that in mind. And don't forget, first and foremost, last but not least, you are doing everything right today, and you matter. Goodbye.